No, no. I was agreeing with you because I think to be honest with you, if you look at all their pictures, um, like he hasn't pitched this much in a while because he's been injury prone. Then you people got to realize like Yamamoto hasn't pitched as much because this is his first major league season, and then Walker Buehler, he's not the same no more. That ain't the same Walker Buehler, years past.
Yeah. Now I just realized my mic was muted that whole time, dude. I was just messing up, man. But yeah, man, freaking Walker Bueller, man. I mean, that dude was hurt for a while. He looked good the last time he was out there, but honestly, man, I think I'm not afraid of their starting pitching. I'm not afraid of Yamamoto. I'm not afraid of Flattery, whatever his name is. I'm not afraid of Bueller. It's their bullpen that worries me a little bit. But even then, I feel like if we could get to the starters early and make them use their bullpen every game, I think the Yankees have a good chance. And I mean, honestly, I think it's gonna be a slugfest. Even game one, like I hope Cole goes out there and his lights out and shuts him down. But I mean, honestly, I feel like they're gonna score at least 2, 3 runs versus Cole. That's my opinion. So I think the Yankees need to go out there and we need dudes like Chisholm. We need dudes like Wells. We need Verdugo. We need Judge to come up and step up. Like I really feel like it's gonna be who hits the best, man. To be honest, that's what I think, man. I think the pitching is. I mean, these lineups are too good, man. If you look at the Dodgers 1 through 9 and Yankees 1 through 9, they're gonna hit. So it's gonna be a slugfest. And who got slug who? I don't know what you think, man.
Like, so this is how I feel because everybody kept saying Cleveland had the best bullpen, right? And you
Hmm.
see what we did against their bullpen. So now all of a sudden, now they're gonna switch it up and say the Dodgers got the best bullpen. But like you said in your last video, and like I said on my video that I did today, they only have one lefty,
Hmm.
and we can't hit lefties. So I feel like, especially like I told you in the comment section of your last video too, Judge, Jazz, Stanton, and Soto all hit over 300 in Dodger Stadium.
Yeah. I mean, but
So
the World Series is different, though. You don't think so? You don't think that that's a
not for
little more
Soto,
pressure?
he did it.
Yeah,
No,
you're right. Yeah.
Soto did it at 19, and he did it
Hmm.
against Houston. And I'm sorry, Houston's a better team than the Dodgers.
Yep. Honestly, man,
So
I'm not worried about Soda. We know Soda's showing up. He's
yeah,
coming.
I think
I'm,
Stan's
I'm
gonna show up too. I think Stan's gonna show up
yeah,
too.
Stan's gonna show up too. I mean, there's everybody else, honestly, but it can't just be them two, man. We got away with it the whole
No,
kind of like the whole postseason so far, but it's gonna take more than that. You know, you can't keep relying on them.
no.
So,
I mean, what helps too. I was about to say what helps too is
mhm.
Glaber. Every inning, the first inning, he gets on, and then Soto gets on. Now it's up to Judge to capitalize on that.
Nah, yeah, you're right. We need Judge to step up big, man. Judge, I think he batted like 170 something or 190 something in the ALCS, and that ain't gonna cut it, man. That's definitely not gonna cut it. We need Judge to step up in a huge way. And everybody keeps saying, I mean, honestly, I'm getting tired of because people, man, they doubting us, man. Everybody's doubting the Yankees, man. Everywhere I go, people are like, oh, it's Dodgers, 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 Dodgers. And honestly, they have a good team, man. But I think them and the Dodgers and the Yankees are almost evenly matched, like to the T to me. And whatever they have that we don't have, we make up for it with something else, right? So, like they say, they have a better bullpen. Okay, well, we have the better starting rotation, so it kind of offsets everything. I really don't think that I don't think that they're that like scary. Everybody's like, oh, they're the big bad Dodgers and everything. They're not to me. Like they're not that scary. We've seen them. We've seen the Mets get to them, especially their bullpen. We've seen the Mets rock their bullpen a couple
Yeah,
times. We've seen the Padres get to them a couple times. So they're not invincible. I mean, I don't think that they. I mean, obviously we got to respect them. We got to respect them, but I don't think that they're that. Like, I don't think the Yankees are that much overmatched, honestly. Especially if we got guys like Jazz Chisholm playing like we know he could play. If we got dudes in the bottom of the lineup hitting, I think we're in good shape, man. For real. And
Yeah, because I mean, like, if you look like I'm about to say, if you look down like the lineup too, like if you go by each section of like the first baseman, the second baseman, the third shortstop, I
mhm.
think we had the advantage. I mean, yes, I know Judge is not hitting like Judge, but I still rather Judge over what who's that center fielder? Kike?
I mean, it could be either Kike or Tommy Edmonds. I mean, they're both good, but even Kike, man, Kike is playing way
But they're
above
not
his
Judge.
head. Yeah, Kike is playing way above his
Yeah.
head. He's coming back down to earth eventually. I think so, man. Yeah, you're right, man. We got Judge.
And and yeah, and then like if you look at right field, Mookie Betts playing right, and then we got Soto playing right. I think that's a wash. I think both of them, both of them are good. Then
Yeah.
you got left field. You got Verdugo, and I think it's what uh Teoscar,
Teoscar Hernandez. Yep.
and Teoscar ain't playing good. Verdugo's actually playing good for us.
I mean, he ain't hitting that good though, but his defense is good. I guess Doogie needs to step up too. I think he will, man. Because look, he got a bone to pick with the Dodgers. Who remember the Dodgers traded him in that Mookie Betts trade. That's how Boston ended up
Yeah,
with Verdugo, and he's from. I mean, I could be, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think he's from like the SoCal area, Los Angeles area. So
okay.
he wanted to be there. He said he loved it over there, but he got traded, ended up with the Yankees. So I'm sure he got a bone to pick. You know, what's crazy, man. If you
And
think
then
about it, oh my bad. I'm gonna go off topic real quick. So like the whole Mookie Betts
all right.
situation. Remember when Boston traded him to the Dodgers, right? It was kind of like the same thing with Soto. It was a 1 year deal.
Hmm.
Mookie Betts was gonna try free agency. It's almost the same exact situation that we're in with Soto, and he ended up re-signing. I'm hoping the same thing happens with the Yankees. We end up re-signing Soto, and he becomes a Yankee forever, like Mookie Betts did. But yeah, man. So Doogie
I mean,
was part of that trade initially.
you don't think we're gonna resign Soto?
I mean, I do, but I'm not. I don't want to worry about that till like 2 weeks. In 2 weeks, we'll worry about that, man. Win or lose, man. That's our goal, right? In the off season, is to re-sign Soto. I think he wants to stay here. I mean, it all depends if Howe wants to be cheap or not. I mean, you can't disrespect the man though. You got to give him a good offer. You know, I think he would take a little pay cut, but it got to be a little pay cut. It can't be like if the Mets are offering 600 million and the Yankees coming and offering 400 million, he's gonna. That's disrespectful, man. He's just gonna walk away, dude. We got to be close with that, man.
Yeah, I don't see that happening. I mean, because you gotta like people gotta realize like who's coming off our books. I mean, you got Rizzo coming off, you got Verdugo coming off, you got Glaber coming off. Then I think
Mhm.
Hicks' contract goes a little down for us. So I mean, we're gonna have the money to pay Soto. So I don't think there's no excuse why we don't resign him.
Yeah, but you know how the Yankees do, man. Sometimes they got the money. We know they got the money. Even if we could bring everybody back if we want, well, they got the money. Are they gonna pay that
Well,
money? So another.
how about this? How about I say this? And
What's that?
I'm not saying this might happen, but
Hmm.
if we win the chip, pay the man.
Pay the man, right? Yeah,
That's all
I
I'm gonna
think.
say.
Honestly,
If we win the chip, pay the man.
even if we lose, we got to pay him. We not the Yankees are not in the World Series without
Oh
Juan
yeah, of
Soto.
course.
It's not happening, dude.
No.
He he makes the difference. I think honestly, man, any team he goes to, he's gonna make a big difference. But that's for we'll worry about that in 2 weeks, man. When the series is over, 2 3 weeks, whatever it is. So so what you think the lineup's gonna look like, man? I've been worried about the lineup, man. I'm hoping Boone does the right thing and puts Stanton fourth. We already got the top four, in my opinion. Glaber. Soto, Judge, Stanton, hands down. But I know Boone likes his righty lefty thing, so I hope you don't try to squeeze a lefty in there because there's nobody to put in.
Well, if he does, if he does squeeze a lefty, there's only one lefty that's hitting for us,
And who's
and
that?
that's Rizzo.
Rizzo. Yeah, but even then, man, I don't think Rizzo's
Yeah,
enough to protect Judge, man. It's not enough to protect Judge and Rizzo.
nah.
Rizzo's hurt, man. We don't know what we're gonna get. He's been hitting though, but on the field, he don't look 100% on the field. To be honest, like his defense been struggling. So at some point they're gonna take him out, especially if he makes it on base in the end towards later in the game. You're gonna see a pinch run in there for him. So I don't know, man. I think Stanton. You
I
gotta
was
have
about to
Stanton to
say,
protect Judge. Go ahead, man.
like, I was about to say, like, I'd rather have Rizzo at this point than Freddie Freeman.
Oh yeah, definitely. Freddie Freeman. He might as well.
Like, yeah,
He got one leg, man. And you could tell. I mean, but honestly, but who knows, dude? It's been a whole week off. I don't know if you watched the like the press they did, and he was talking to the press, and he said that
yeah.
he's definitely gonna play. So he said he feels a lot better every day. He's feeling better, but everybody says that until he goes out there and tries to, hustle one out to first. All of a sudden, his freaking ankle falls apart again. And it might sound messed up, dude, but I'm looking forward for that to happen. To be honest, so
I
I think
mean,
that
I was about to say, like,
yeah,
I was about to say, like, you like the people that really scare me in the Dodgers lineup. It ain't Shohei, because if you look at Shohei's stats against us, and especially at Yankee Stadium, it's not good.
yeah, at Yankee Stadium is not good. So
No,
who scares you?
it's probably gonna be Mookie Betts because he played the Yankees
Hmm.
and he's been on the big stage before.
Yeah,
Probably Kike because I don't know if you remember Kike killed us in Boston,
yeah, he did.
and probably Teoscar because last time we played the Dodgers, Teoscar killed us too, and he was part of the Blue Jays.
I know, right, man? I feel like they knew this was coming. They signed all the Yankee killers, didn't they? Right? Don't get it twisted
Yeah,
though.
so
Otani at Yankee Stadium, he doesn't do well, but he everywhere else he hits against the Yankees, man. I seen him do there was one game in particular when he was on the Angels that he hit a freaking, I think it was like a 3-run bomb off a Cole, off a
yeah,
Gerrit Cole, I
I know
remember.
what you're talking about.
And it
Yeah,
was like I was like, damn, that he came up clutch. So Otani's Otani, dude. You can't sleep on that dude, man. He's a beast, man.
I I'll say this. I trust him more hitting than pitching because when he pitches against us, he can't do
Hmm.
nothing against us when pitching wise. Because I remember
Hmm.
that one time, boy, they took him out so fast.
Oh yeah, Yankee Stadium. Oh man, he was done, dude.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, he was sweating bullets.
I think he was tipping pitches, man, because we was on him. He couldn't. There was nothing he could throw, man. And then
No,
that split finger, man, it's like we were taking it too. Like we knew it was coming. He was probably tipping pitches that day. Probably, man.
so
So what do you think we get from Cole in game one? You think how many
I'm
innings you think we get?
hoping, I'm hoping 7.
7? Man, that's a
If we
tall
can get
order to
7,
ask for. That's a lot to
I
ask
know.
for, man, in the World Series against this lineup.
But we paying him, and he's got to
Yeah.
produce.
So if,
Like
if
that's
you
the only thing. And I'm not.
if you was the
Go
manager,
ahead.
how would you get it? So you got Cole for 7, and then who you bringing in after Cole? How do you work that bullpen after that?
Probably the 7. I probably put the dude that's been doing his thing in the 7, and that's Clay Holmes. And
Yeah.
it kills me to say that because
Hmm.
he is better in the 7 inning.
Oh yeah, I want him as far away from the ninth inning as possible.
Yeah, and then put Tommy Canley at
Oh
8,
no,
and then put Weave at 9. Yeah.
Dude, Tommy scares me, man. At some point, they're gonna hit the changeup. At some point, they're gonna hit
Yeah,
that
but
thing.
but that don't mean he probably saw something in the scout report that Cleveland hitters can't hit changeups that good. Probably that's what I would think.
Yo, put it this way, man. If I know it's a changeup eventually I'm gonna get one. Somebody's gonna run
Well,
into
yeah,
him,
but
man.
and look, and somebody brought this up, and I'm not trying to compare him to Mo. I'm not trying to compare him to Mo. Everybody knew Mo was throwing that cutter, and you
Yeah,
still couldn't hit it.
yeah, man. But that's a whole different.
Canley, I know, but Canley's best pitch is the changeup.
I know, but I don't think Mariano Rivera ever. I don't think Mo ever threw freaking 40 cutters in a row. Man. He would mix in a
Yeah,
fastball.
but
He had the cutter and he had the
I
two
don't,
seamer, and he
I
always
don't
had.
think, I don't think, I don't think Canley's gonna keep throwing the changeup. But I think I'm telling you, I think he found something in the scout report that they couldn't hit changeups because they couldn't. That's the
Yeah,
crazy part. Like
yeah,
everybody keeps saying he threw 40 changeups, but they couldn't hit the changeup.
yeah. I tell you what, man. Every time though, you was nervous, right? At one point, at one point,
Well,
he
the
kept
last
shaking.
game he was in, yeah, the last game,
I
yeah,
don't know what Wells was giving him, but he kept shaking Wells off. He was shaking him off. I'm
yeah,
like,
I
bro,
know.
what you shaking off, dude? It's only one pitch,
He's
change
like,
up.
he's like, I'm not throwing the fastball. I'm not
I
throwing the
know,
fastball. Just let me keep
yeah,
throwing the changeup.
I know. Wells was like, what the change up? He was like fastball. He was like, nope. I was like, bro, fastball. Nope. He shook him off like 3 times, and then Wells was like, whatever. He was like, change it. Yeah, man. But I think honestly, I don't know. I've been doing a lot of research, and supposedly the Dodgers, man, they hit over 300 against sinker ball pitchers, and the Yankees are a sinker ball pitching team for the most part. I don't think dudes like Clay Holmes. I don't think he matches up well with this team. To be honest, I don't.
You
That'd
know,
be the
you
last
know who
guy I
I
go
really
to.
want? Yeah, you know who I really want? If not Clay Holmes in the seventh, and if he's allowed to pitch, because he already
Mhm.
said like he's gonna do anything for a championship. Why not put Nestor in the seventh?
Yeah, I mean, it all depends because honestly, they're not gonna let Nesta go too far. Because he
No,
got to build himself up. So I'm thinking maybe one in. He might face 3 batters, whatever the minimum is. What's the minimum? 3 batters, right? They got to face.
yeah.
So they might give him
See,
3 batters.
you know what I was thinking? I don't know if you would do this. So like, you know how the Dodgers gonna have a bullpen game?
Hmm.
Why we just don't? I mean, this is how I feel, and I don't know if anybody else feels like this because I never heard somebody say this yet. Why not pitch Luis Hill 2 innings, right?
Hmm.
Then if you got Marcus Stroman, pitch him 2 innings,
Yeah,
and then you get to Nestor, then let him pitch 2 innings, and then you go back to the bullpen.
man. You know what? You brung up Stroman, man. I almost forgot about Stroman, dude. What's up with that, man? They got to free my boy Stroman, man. I'm gonna start the campaign free
That's what
Stroman
I'm saying.
because
And okay, so his dream is always to be a Yankee. If they do the bullpen game, it's most likely going to be at Yankee Stadium. Why not match them? But instead of using bullpen people, you can use actual pitchers. I'm telling you right now, I feel like Stroman would come out those two innings. I
yep.
feel like Stroman would give his best 2 innings.
I do too, man. Honestly, I'm kind of disappointed on the way they doing him dirty like that. I feel like he should have at some point came in. Why not? I understand because they're saying, oh well, his velo is way down, and so what? You got Mark Leiter Jr. Over there throwing 89, 88. You know, like I feel like they should have gave him a chance. And I don't. But as far as like the bullpen day, I don't think that's gonna happen, dude. I think the only way that happens is if Luis Hill goes out there or Clark Schmidt goes out there and shits the bed in the first or second inning, then they might start pulling out the Stromans and the Nestors. That's the only way I see them
But
doing that.
but
Yeah,
would you do that though? Like the bullpen day for the Dodgers, I would do that. I don't know why. I
yeah,
feel like you would get the best versions of each of those pitches that day.
yep. Honestly, man, especially like a dude like Stroman. The thing with Stroman is that like towards the end of the year, he starts breaking down because he's not his arm is not used to throwing that many innings, and he's always been this way.
Yeah.
But he's had a whole month off if you think about it, right? It's been what about a month since the
Hmm.
season ended. So he hasn't thrown in about a month. His arm is fresh. I think he could come out there and really do good. But at the same time, he's a changeup sinker ball pitcher. So I don't know. Supposedly the Dodgers match up well against dudes like him. So I don't know. I don't think Boone is gonna do it. And also I think Cashman got a little bone to pick with Stroman. Because remember a long time ago when they wouldn't trade for him from the Blue Jays, he ended up going to the Mets, and Cashman said, "Well, Stroman wouldn't be a factor in the postseason." And I think he's proven his point now because he ain't put him in the postseason yet. I think it's more personal with Stroman, but you could tell he wants to be out there. I don't know if you noticed, but in Game Five, what's it? Yeah, Game Five of the Guardian series, they were showing the bullpen. I think
Hmm.
Tommy Canley was warming up. It was either him or Tim Mayza was warming up, and you could see Stroman in the background just standing there like this. Like you could tell he wants to get in there, man. He's ready, but it all depends. It all depends what they decide to do. I don't think they like the way he matches up versus anybody. So I wouldn't be surprised if we don't see him at all. To be honest.
Well, I'll say this because, like you said, Dodgers hit well against single ballers and stuff. The difference between Stroman single ball to compare to Clay Holmes, Stroman is nibbling. So
Hmm.
he's not all on the in the zone and stuff like that like Clay Holmes. So I feel like yes, he might throw something the Dodgers might like, but they probably won't hit it because he's not throwing it in the zone. He's
Yeah.
nibbling at each part of the plate. So
Hmm.
that's why I feel like, like I said, like you would get the best 2 innings out of him. And trust me, I never heard somebody thought about that yet. I didn't get it off nobody's podcast. I just was thinking like, because Luis Hill hasn't thrown that much neither. So it's like, why not just get the best 2 innings out of each of those pitches? Because Nestor, like Nestor said, my own could fall off right now.
Yeah. Now you're
So that's
right.
just me. And like you said, like who you rather, Stroman or what's his name, Lighter, that scares you.
Mark Leiter Jr. Honestly, I'd rather have Strowman. That's why I was upset.
That's
Honestly, don't get me wrong. It worked out, right? It worked out
yeah,
because, but he was. I'm talking about that dude, Big
I
Christmas.
know.
He missed that ball. He missed it probably by like 2 inches. If he caught just a little bit more of it, because I think he got it all like he was out in front. And he got it off the end of the bat. A little bit more. That thing is gone again. Like I don't trust
Hmm.
that guy, man. And I think Strowman, he deserves it. He earned it. Like he earned a shot, at least a chance, man. Like give him a shot. And if you put him in there, right? If he gets into trouble, you're out of there, bro. You know, simple as that, man. If we got dudes like Tim Mayza going out there getting freaking getting innings, then
Nah,
I
no.
don't know.
Nah,
Yeah,
you
but
know who I do like? That's in
who's
our
that?
bullpen. I like Cousins.
Oh yeah, his stuff is nasty. His stuff is nasty.
Yes.
The thing with him is that sometimes he forgets how to throw a strike, man. You know. But when
Hmm.
he's throwing strikes, when he's on it, bro, he's on it, bro. His stuff is
Yes.
filthy. His slider is dirty, dude. And then his fastball, dude, it has that movement on it. It's like almost impossible to hit the slider after he throws that fastball. It's like, yeah, he's good, man. He's gonna come up big too. And even him, we didn't see him till late in the series, and we didn't see him at all during the Royal series, did we?
No, I don't think he came out in the Royals. It was always like Hill or Mesa or
Hmm.
Tommy or Weaver, but no.
Yeah, I don't know. I think Boone got to get creative. I think he needs to. If Cortez is there, he got to go to Cortez. He got to go to Stroman because you can't keep running the same guys out
Yeah.
there over and over and over. I think that's why Weaver ended up giving in that home run, and Holmes too, man. Holmes because he was pitching good, but at some point, man, you can't have a reliever pitching out there every day. 2 innings here every single day. Like you got to give him a break.
Yeah, I didn't care too much for that Holmes. I think what Holmes came in the later innings, and I'm
Hmm.
like, why did you do that? He was so comfortable in like the 7 inning role, and now you got him back into being a closer again.
Yeah.
And it's like, why? You know the man is not built for that.
I think what happened that game though is that I don't even think he was supposed to come in at all. Is that when Luke Weaver gave up that game tying home run, he had no choice but to go to Holmes at that point. You know, I don't think he want that was in his choice. His if Boone had it his way, he was gonna give Holmes that day off. But Weaver fucked it up and gave up the home run, so that's what happened. So
And that's another thing too. Before we change subjects, like I hate the narrative when it comes to baseball too sometimes because it's like, oh, Guardians came back. Like if y'all
mhm.
watch that whole game, they was winning the whole game. They deserved to win that game.
I know,
We
right?
came back.
Yeah, we did
That's the
come
funny
back.
part. We came back. So
Hmm.
it's like y'all paint the narrative like, oh, they came back. No, they really didn't. They were winning the whole game.
Yep. Yeah.
It took what? Judge to hit a 2-run bomb and then Stanton
And
hit
the
a bomb
stand
after that.
exactly versus the best closer in the game. So
Yeah, man. I
yeah.
I, I hate the narrative when it comes to that because it's
Uh,
like they didn't come back. They was already winning the whole game.
and that's what gets me upset with the narrative now with the World Series is that they're like, well, the Dodgers bullpen this. I keep hearing about that. I'm like, bro, no way that their bullpen is not better than Cleveland's bullpen.
No.
First of all, it should not on paper anyway, and second of all, their bullpen was struggling versus the Mets. In certain games, our lineup is way better than the Mets. No offense to the Mets, man, but I think we're way more dangerous. You know, the Mets are red hot, but and then the whole thing with the Padres, they were able to shut down the Padres. I don't think it's that they were that good. I think that the Padres just went cold. They just stopped hitting. Mm,
What's crazy is it's like, yeah, they shut down the Padres, but the one person they didn't shut down from the Padres was Fernando. Fernando was killing them.
Yeah, but they got him the last two games. I think he didn't really do much.
I mean, my back would be hurting too, bro. If I'm
Yeah,
hitting all the home runs and
I
ain't
know.
nobody helping me, Manny just sitting there. I'm like, come on, Manny.
Yeah, because remember the last two games they went like what was it? They went like a whole two game shutout almost, man. Something like a whole 18 innings of
And I think
shutout baseball.
I think if I'm correct, because I don't know for sure, because I watched one of his games. Michael King actually shut the Dodgers down one of those
Exactly.
games.
The first game, he
Yeah, he killed them. I think he had like over what 12, 13 strikeouts.
he had like 12 strikeouts. Yep. Yeah, look, man, that line, the Dodgers are good. I'm not gonna lie, man, but they're not freaking bulletproof at the same
No.
time. They're very vulnerable. Their pitching is very vulnerable, and it's the same thing with the Yankees too. I think the Yankees, because I mean, look, man, we've seen the Yankees go cold before. All of a sudden, they just don't hit. So I mean, but I don't think that's the case this time. I don't think that's going to be the case. There's certain players in there that I'm worried about, like Jazz Chisholm. I'm worried about a little bit. I'm worried about Verdugo. We need some offense from the bottom of the lineup. Volpe's been stepping up. He's doing his thing.
Hmm.
I got no complaints there, but we need some more because if not, it's the World Series. These managers, man, especially Dave Roberts, he's not a stupid dude, man. They'll just stop pitching to Stanton and Judge. They'll walk the bases loaded and just pitch to everybody else. Somebody else is gonna have to step up. That's what I think.
Well, did you hear what Big Mouth said about the 2004 worst not the World Series but the American League Championship? Most people don't know this that Dave Roberts was actually part of the Red Sox.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, and
yeah.
he couldn't shut his mouth about it. So I'm like, if Yankees. I mean, look, I understand. The athletes is always going to use bullet.
Hmm.
Like stuff that people say. Oh, you want to bring that up? You want to bring the past up?
Hmm.
So, okay, we're gonna use that against you.
Yeah, man. Honestly, I don't even want to think about 2004.
I already know that was
Honestly,
horrible. Trust me, I already
yeah.
know,
I'm not. That's the last thing I want to think about. Even with
dude. Hold up. Do you
yeah.
remember? Was it what year we played Boston? With Judge went they round Judge for to go home and
Um,
he was out.
you talking about that's when Stan hit that grand slam that one
Yeah,
game?
what year that was?
Was that 2019? No, that wasn't 2019. That was
Was
um
2021 or 2022?
It had to be no, it wasn't 2021.
So it had to be 2022 then.
Was it? Wasn't that pre-COVID? Was it pre-COVID or after?
No, no, it was after COVID.
After yeah, so
So
then it had to be like 2022,
so
21.
I remember this man Boone did something so stupid. He brought
Mm-hmm.
in Big Copy and them to talk about, man, the
Oh yeah,
2004,
yeah.
Red Sox came back and look at. I
Mm-hmm.
was like, oh hell no, what are you
Yeah.
doing?
Yeah, man, but we're not doing that. Wasn't he did that? Oh no, you talking about when the Astros swept us, man?
Yeah, like
That was in
they thought, yeah,
2022.
they thought he was like, yeah, if they came back, we can come back too.
Yeah,
Yeah, but
nah, man.
they came back against us, you idiot.
I know. Yeah, that was bad. That was. I don't know. I don't think it was Boone. I don't know. Whoever let that go,
No, that
man.
was Boone.
You think it was Boone?
Yes.
I mean,
But
look.
I'll say this about Boone though, and people can say whatever they want. He's actually been the best manager in the playoffs, and it's crazy to say that.
What this year?
Yes,
No, honestly, this year, man, it's worked out for him. Let's say that,
yes.
man. But there's a couple times, man, when he brought in Mark Leiter Jr. that second time, dude, I was like, bro, I don't know. It's like now he fell in love with the dude or something. Because now he just, I don't know, man. I guess I like that he's trusting his gut and he's not going with the analytics like too much. But sometimes, man, I'm like, dude, what are we doing, man? He's clearly needs to come out the game, and he'll give him that one more batter. I'm like, yeah,
Nah, I mean, to be honest with you, I think because like years past, man, he was doing way more stupider stuff than that.
oh no,
Like
he's gotten better.
yeah, he'd be like, Weaver, nah, Clay Holmes my closer. He's staying the closer. What are you talking
Mhm.
about?
Oh no, man, that's Yankees. I'm used to it already, man. The Yankees gaslight, man.
Nah,
One
no,
day, man, this dude had the nerve to tell us that IKF was the best shortstop in the league. I'm
I
like,
still remember that.
they're like IKF, he's the best. The numbers say he's the best shortstop in the league. I'm like, what the fuck? What are you talking
And then
about?
and
My man
then
just made 3 errors out there.
when Hicks and Joey Gallo was struggling, oh, they turned the corner. They're having good at bats.
They
I'm
turned in the
like,
corner,
bruh,
man.
what corner are they turning?
Man, I don't know, bro. Them motherfuckers was in this freaking alleyway or something, man.
They must be
All them
turning the
dudes,
corner to
man.
the Mets because
Yeah, I
they're
know.
not part of our team no more.
Yeah, man. Freaking yeah, he be killing. And even with Clay Holmes, they were like, Clay Holmes is our closer. We have the
Yeah.
utmost confidence in him. And then he blew like 4 saves in a row. It was like, oh shit, man.
I'm
They're
not gonna
making me
lie.
look bad.
What? Okay, so like, what hyped me up about Boone is when he had that big outburst. He was like, "Man, we're savages in the box." That was
Mhm.
cool, but then he just started getting cornier and cornier and cornier, and it's like,
Yeah.
bruh, come on, bruh, you killed me. You killed me on that. Like people was gonna run through a wall for you on this thing.
Mhm.
CC loved it. I'm a big CC fan, so it's like
Yeah.
CC loved that. And then you turn around, you start doing stupid stuff, and that's why people call you buffoon.
I think you know what, man? He's coming back though. Unless he does something really he gotta really mess up in the World Series. Like do something really dumb for them to not bring him back. I mean he got to the World Series, man. So
And not just that, I'm sorry to say this. If
mhm,
he wins a chip as a Yankee manager,
mhm.
he's gonna stay a while long for a long time.
Yeah. Yep. Look at Joe
And, uh,
Girardi. Joe Girardi won and he stood around for a while.
and to be honest with you, he should have stayed around a little longer because he's the reason why that team was getting to where they got to. And I
Yeah.
feel like they did him wrong and they shouldn't have did that. Oh, Stan. No, what was it? Sanchez. Oh, well, we gotta protect Sanchez. He's got feelings. Now look at it. Sanchez not even part of our team no more.
Yeah, man. I mean, there's a lot of things, man. When I look back at a lot of decisions made, man, that I don't understand. You know what's crazy? I was going through Instagram earlier, and I follow Oswaldo Peraza, and I
Okay.
see a lot of stuff, and I'm like, damn, dude, where he been? And it's like I remember before this guy was like untradeable, and now we could care less about the dude. And there's so many stories like that. There's so many players that we probably should have pulled the trigger and traded them and got something, But I mean, look, we're here in the World Series, so we got to be happy about that, man. And we got to worry about the task at hand. We got our ace, Gerrit Cole, on the hill, going up against Jack Flaherty, a pitcher who was probably this close to becoming a Yankee. The reports say, I mean, he did not look good versus the Mets his last outing. And honestly, this is the biggest start in Cole's Yankee career, in his career in general, man. This is his biggest start ever. This is gonna define him. This is and Judge too, man. This World
Hmm.
Series, especially for Judge and Cole, because they're getting up there in age.
Stanton too.
Yeah, Stan too, but Stan though he's already solidified, man.
You
He
think
could
so?
go, yeah. Knock on
I
wood.
think he wants to chip though. I think he
No,
wants
yeah,
to
yeah,
chip though.
yeah. But knock on wood, he could go 0 for 1,000 in the World Series.
Please don't say that.
No, knock on wood. That's why I knocked on wood,
Please
and
don't
he
do that.
solidified.
Oh
I
man.
think I think I think Judge has way more to prove than Stanton. Way
See,
more to prove.
what's crazy is okay. So everybody keeps saying that Judge is struggling, but
Hmm.
it's like, did y'all watch Judge when he first was in the playoffs with the Yankees? He was doing good.
No, yeah, he in the
Like,
beginning, like in
yeah.
2017.
And people keep forgetting that. Yes, I know it's what have you done for me lately, but I'll say this: if he comes through in the World Series, I don't
Hmm.
give a rat's ass what he does in the American League Championship or the wild card game or anything like that. Because if he clutches up in the World Series, that's all that matters.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, but he got to do it. That's the whole thing. He got to do it, man.
I
We're
think he
gonna
will.
see.
I think he will.
I think he is too, man.
Yeah, I think he will. I
I
mean,
think-
I just think like, all right, so like this is another thing. So we was talking about the managers and stuff, and I don't think it's the managers that can't win us or make us makes us go to the World Series. I think it's the teams that get put together, and I think it's Cashman's fault, and it's always going to be Cashman's fault because I mean, look at the 2009. Okay, we won, right?
Mhm.
You would think, oh, let's not stay pat or lose people because we did lose people. We didn't re-sign Matsui. Um, everybody was starting to get older, so
Mhm.
it's like you wasted CC's prime.
I mean, but at that point, that's what worries me. So I feel like
Yeah,
I get worried about that because I already know how they think. They thought like we won already. We're good for like another 5 years.
no,
It ended up stretching out to like 15 years, But I worry that they'll do the same thing after this. They're like, okay, look, we made it. Especially if we win. Look, we won. We're good. Like the Yankee fan, you'll be satisfied for another decade,
no.
because they see success as, if you make it to a World Series every 10 years, that's really successful. You know.
But what's crazy is okay. So how wants to be this cheap person, right? This cheap owner.
Hmm.
What's crazy is if you're not using common sense. How much of the tickets are for the World Series? I know somebody said at Dodger Stadium that the cheapest one is like 1,500.
Oh
So
yeah.
it's like use common sense. If we keep going to the World Series and we keep winning the championship, that makes you more money, bruh.
Hmm. Yeah, but that's
So
the thing though. They good with just making it to the players, and I don't think Howe is cheap. Honestly, I
no,
don't.
I mean
I don't.
I don't think it is neither.
I don't
It's
think
just
he's cheap. I think that he just got somebody. They the last like 10 years, Cashman has made some bad contracts,
yeah,
and it's
not about that.
haunting us.
Yeah.
Next year, Aaron Hicks is getting like what, like 18 million, 8 million or something. So we
Like
still
okay,
paying dudes like
so
Aaron Hicks. Put it that way, man.
so I'll say this: the Aaron Hicks I would have did. Luis
You say you would have
Severino.
did? You would
No,
have
I
did?
wouldn't. I wouldn't
Oh
have did.
yeah. When they did it, I was like, what are we doing?
Luis, I could understand because you was like, oh man, he's having this good year because you never know when it comes to pitchers. You don't know that oh he's gonna have Tommy John surgery
Yeah.
or his arm gonna fall off. Like you don't, and it was a good contract for a good pitcher like that. So
No,
I
but
can't blame that.
I think see the one with Luis Severino, they should have knew something was up. That was too good to be true because he took the hometown discount and everything. He knew he was hurt.
And
Honestly,
then
he played the Yank. He knew he was hurt.
and then
But he hit
DJ.
it.
So you
Yeah.
really not gonna pay DJ for having almost two MVP seasons? Like, are you
No, yeah,
stupid?
yeah. No,
Like,
DJ just fell off.
yeah, he just
Yeah.
fell off. Like, that's
Mhm.
not Cashman's fault. Now, certain stuff you could blame Cashman. Like, we could have
Yeah.
had Cole a year before.
Hmm.
Oh, I don't want to trade Chance Adams and who was it? Andahar.
And Duhar, yeah.
Like, come on, bruh.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Look, I mean, there's a lot of things that, and I don't even want to go back because, man, you start going down that rabbit
Trust me,
hole,
you're gonna
it
be
gets me
depressed.
upset.
You're gonna be depressed.
I'm just happy that we're here now. I'm worried about game one. I'm gonna take this thing one game at a time, man. To be honest, because I feel like it's gonna be an emotional roller coaster, man.
So what do you think Gerrit Cole gonna do?
Man, I think he's gonna give us 6 innings. I'm hoping, under two runs max. I'll be happy with that. 2 runs max, 6 innings. I think he might walk one or two, and Boone he's gonna have a short leash on him, man. Especially if the pitch count is up. And the Dodgers, they work the pitch count, so I think he's gonna go to the bullpen like in the sixth, seventh inning, and we'll see. I don't know. That's just the most realistic thing in my opinion. But if 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 Cole could go out there and give you 8 shutout innings, oh man. I know one thing though, man. I know that, right? We're the away team, so we're gonna bat first. We need to immediately freaking start hitting. You know, we cannot let them dudes get into a groove. We can't be leaving runners on first and second, no outs, and not score a run like we did the whole freaking playoffs. It seems
Mhm.
like that can't happen. We need to immediately like strike fast and early, man. You know.
I was about to say too, like, and another thing that favors us too. I mean, yeah, I said all the, like the good players that hit good at Dodger Stadium.
Mhm.
People also need to realize too, we actually play better on the road.
Yeah, we do, man. But like, I honestly, we'll see, man. This is the World Series, man. I don't like.
I
I feel
know,
like
but did we
players
not?
are gonna
Did
be
we?
gripping the bat a little
Hold up.
tighter.
Let me say this. I
Mm.
understand it's the playoffs and everything, but did we not finish business in Cleveland?
Oh, definitely, man.
So I look. This is just my opinion. I'm not saying like look at all the factors when it comes to numbers and stuff like that. Like who's
Hmm.
gonna hit good because of the averages and this and that.
Hmm.
But I feel like this is how I feel. Our best pitcher in the playoffs so far, and it's crazy to say this because people get on him and they get on his wife, but Carlos Rodon's actually been the best pitcher for us.
Yep.
So if Gerrit Cole can handle his business and Carlos Rodon can like just cancel out all the noise because he's not at Yankee Stadium and
Hmm.
pitch the way he needs to pitch. If he can give us 6 innings, I'm not asking him to do what Gerrit Cole does. We're not paying him to be the number one pitcher. We're paying him to be the number two pitcher.
Hmm.
So if Gerrit Cole could do what he needs to do, and we get to the next game and Carlos Rodon does what he needs to do, I'm telling you right now, Dodgers are in trouble.
Yeah. You think so, man?
Yes, if they can perform the way we pay them, like how they supposed to,
Hmm.
I'm telling you,
So how
Dodgers
many
are in
how many
trouble.
runs? How many runs is your limit where you say this Cole had a good outing or he didn't have a good outing?
I
You
think
know.
if Gerrit Cole gives up more than 3 runs, we in trouble.
Yeah, we in trouble. Yeah,
Yeah,
man.
we in trouble.
Yeah, we in trouble. I don't know, man. I think he's gonna do good, man. I think he's gonna
Yeah,
do good,
yeah.
but
Nah,
but the
I
the
think he
Do- the
is too.
Dodgers lineup is good too. So you can't. That's why I
Well,
said
did you
two runs.
did you see his
Anything.
last start? His velocity on his fastball went up, if people were paying attention.
Yeah, but Cole's a smart dude, man. Because he
I
he
think I
might
think
he
that's
might
what he
be
was
throwing
waiting
ninety
for.
four. He might throw 94, and that's because he wants to. He's just
Yeah,
that's like cruise control for him. But don't get it twisted, because he'll dial it up to 99 real quick, 98, 99.
because he was doing that the whole like when he came back, and people like okay, so like the regular season when he came back, yeah, every once in a while he'll hit like 96, 97, but he was
Mhm.
like throwing like 94, 95, but he was crafty with it. But if people have been watching the playoffs, he actually been down and up a little more. So I'm thinking his arm is starting to feel a little bit better now.
Yeah, especially
So
with this time off, man. He had a whole
yeah,
week off. I think Cole, he's a smart guy, man, and it's crazy because he'll know like that first in the what scares me is those like that first inning because that's when he kind of figures it out. He's like, okay, this fastball is working, my curve ain't working. He will abandon it, or the slider's working. But until he figures that out, he might walk a guy. He might, make you a little nervous. But once he figures it out, he's good. And it's then sometimes they get to him though while he's trying to figure it out, and then you have problems.
Well, there's only one pitch I don't like him throwing, and it seems like when he throws it, people hit the shit out of it, and that's that cutter. He
The
he
cutter.
needs to stop
Yeah.
throwing that cutter, bruh. Because every time he throws that cutter, I don't know why, and that's why Devlin gets to him. Because if you throw a
Yeah.
cutter to a lefty,
Yeah, it's coming right into their zone.
oh yeah,
I think that's a Matt Blake thing, man. Everybody
yeah,
on the
he's
Yankees got a
got
clutter. Yeah.
yeah, but he's got to stop throwing that because the cutter works for like Rodon for some reason, but with
hmm
Gerrit Cole, it doesn't work.
Yeah, man. I think especially for like a dude like a Shohei, you want stuff that's going tailing away from him.
Hmm.
You know. So I think I don't know. I think Shohei, man, Shohei's a tough out, but he has his holes. He does have his holes, and you
Yeah.
can't get to him. You definitely can't miss over the plate because he's taking it
Oh
deep.
yeah, he's taking it deep.
And
That's no question.
I think if it was me, I'm pitching, I'm jamming the shit out of him. I'm coming in, freaking in his hands, bro, with fastballs, and then put change ups low and away. Try to get him to chase, maybe a knuckle curve in the dirt, and then go back in his hands, man. Let him get himself out. I think I don't know who you think has a better series, Shohei or Judge.
I'm hoping Judge. I'm
You're hoping
hoping
Judge.
because okay, so
What's your
Shohei,
gut? What's your gut telling you, man? Don't be biased either. What's the
I'm
gut
not.
telling you?
I'm thinking Judge because Judge usually would have two people on base. Shohei is actually the leadoff hitter for the Dodgers.
Yeah,
So like
that's
they
true.
keep saying don't have people on base for Shohei, but it's
hmm
like that won't probably happen until what the second and third inning. So I'm not really tripping about that. Judge, dude, if you watch every single playoff game, this man Glaber and Soto gets on the first inning, and I'm like, come on, Judge, you got to
And
come through, bud. You got
he
to
gonna
come
come
through.
through. See, that's the thing, man. Judge, he can't. He gotta come through, man. He needs to. Like we can't. I don't think. Look, we got by the Royals and the Cleveland Guardians. I don't think we win this without Judge, man. We need him to come through big. And I don't mean like I'm not saying he got to get a hit every at bat. That'd be
No,
nice. But when he has runners in scoring position, we need him to come through, man. And it seems like every game, right? Every first inning, there was runners on base for him, and nothing happens, and we can't have that, dude. Especially game one. Game one, if Soto and Glaber manage to get on base, Judge has to do something, man. I feel like that like it's just it kills the whole everything, man. He is the guy. When he hits, everybody's gonna hit. I promise you, dude. When he hits, everybody's gonna hit. You saw when he hit that home run, all of a sudden, it just sparked the whole team, dude. And they've been on fire since. Let's see, man. I think he's gonna come through, man. I had a dream, low key, man. I had a dream, and I'm just like I don't want to be all superstitious or anything like that, but I had a dream, man, and in my dream, and you know who was in my dream too, man? Oswaldo Cabrera. I don't know how, because he's on the bench, but he's gonna play a big role some way. That's what I think, man. I'm not too superstitious, but I had that dream for a reason. It was so random, you know. I feel like he's gonna come in and get a big hit or something like that. We'll see. So what you think? You think we taking game one?
yeah, I think if you go by pitching matchup, you
hmm
go by like everything else. I think, and to me, I think game one's a must.
Yeah, it is a must for the Yankees. For the
Yeah.
Yankees, definitely, and it'll relieve a lot of pressure. It'll put all the pressure on the Dodgers. If we
Hmm.
could take game one, it's literally like we could kind of relax a little bit. And the Dodgers, at that point, the Dodgers have so much pressure on them because they cannot go down two into Yankee Stadium. And if that happens, oh man,
Oh,
it's
and look,
yeah,
you better knock on some wood. Like I said, if we win the first two games,
yeah.
Dodgers are in trouble.
No, they're in trouble, man. Definitely. So what do you think? If what if the Yankees lose the first two games? Obviously we're in trouble.
Oh
At least we're
yeah.
going home. At least we're going home. You know.
Because I mean, I'll say this. I'll say this. I think it'd be more worse if the Dodgers go 0-2 than us going because
Yeah.
we're gonna go back home, play 3 games.
Hmm.
And I'm not saying like, oh yeah, we're gonna win all three, but I think it's more of a possibility of us winning our 3 games compared to the Dodgers winning 3 games in that Yankee Stadium.
Yeah, man. I'll tell you why. 1996, the Yankees were down 2-0. We lost the first 2 games to the Atlanta Braves at home. Went to Atlanta, won 3 straight, and then came home and won the fourth one. So, I mean, stranger things have happened, right? Stranger
What's
things have
crazy?
happened.
I was 5 years old when I watched that too, because
Then you was
my
5 years
brother,
old. Nah, I'm
yeah,
old, man. I'm old,
my,
man.
my brother my brother and my dad was a Braves fan, and I was a Yankee fan, and
Hmm.
ever since then, the one person that can't stand us, and I hate when he does our games because all he does is talk shit about us. I can't
So,
stand Josh Smokes. Dude,
yeah,
get over yourself. You lost not just once, twice.
yeah, man. I tell you what, man. I'm I'm seeing a lot of Yankee haters, bro.
I
Everywhere I
already know.
go. I'm
And then
like,
the
damn,
Mets,
dude.
the Mets. You just lost to the Dodgers. Oh, y'all gonna lose, and then Soto's gonna sign with us.
Exactly, man. Man, I don't know, man. I've been running into everybody. Seen. I feel like, and then I'm like, everybody's like, oh, yeah. I'm like, bro. For the first time, the Yankees, we're supposed to be the evil empire. For the first time, we're not the ones throwing money around and
It's the
going
Dodgers.
crazy. Yeah, I'm like, and these teams, man, the people are so crazy, man. Right? I don't know. I said this in the last time I was on my stream. I have a buddy, right? He's a Padres fan. He wants the Yankees to lose so bad just because Soto didn't do that good when he was in the Padres. Like he hates the Yankees so much just because Soto's doing good and he
That doesn't
wasn't.
make sense.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense. I'm like, bro, you just lost to the Dodgers and you want the Dodgers to win? Isn't that your
Division
enemy?
rival.
And they were
Yeah,
like, they
like
don't care. They
no.
just should not let the Yankees win that trade. I'm like, bro, it don't make no sense.
So that's just like if one of us would be like, oh yeah, they Houston beat us. Oh, I want Houston to win. Hell no.
Yep, hell no. I don't care
Boston,
who it is.
same thing with Boston and the
Mhm.
Mets. Those are 3 teams I can't stand. I don't want them winning. I don't care who they're playing. I do not want those 3 teams
I'm
winning.
not gonna lie. I was cheering for the Mets, man.
No. I
I
mean,
wanted
against
them to
playing
win.
against us, yeah. But I'm
Yeah.
saying like if they wasn't playing against us, they're playing against another team. I don't want them winning either because all they do is talk.
Yeah,
So
you better.
so
You right, man.
so this is the funny part. So they wanna pay Soto, right? This the
Hmm.
kicker. But y'all don't want to pay your own dude, Pete Alonso.
I know, right?
That
They're not
doesn't
gonna
make
pay both of
sense.
them. Yeah. I tell you what, man. I don't look. I mean, maybe they do pay him and offer him crazy money, but I don't think they will, man. Honestly, I think he's gonna get his money, right? But they're not gonna outbid like ridiculously. And he already learned his lesson with that, man. The Mets owner, freaking what's his name, Steve Cohen.
Yeah, Steve Cohen.
He finally he's still paying like $100 million
The
for
pitchers.
for pitchers who are not even on his roster. That's why he brung
Oh
in
man.
freaking David Stearns or whoever the dude's name is that used to be the GM for the Brewers. He brung him in to figure out like, bro, like how do we stop wasting this money and still win? So why would he go and spend freaking $600 million after he just shedded payroll like crazy, man? I don't know. I mean, maybe he will, but I don't. It doesn't seem like a what's his name? My bad. David Stearns, the
Yeah.
GM. It doesn't seem like something he does. You know,
You know it'd be a real FU move
what's that?
if the Yankees win, right? And we
Mm.
re-sign Soto, and then we were like, man, we do need a first baseman.
Get up, Pete Alonso.
Come on, Pete. You want to come to us, Pete? And we can
Nah,
actually afford it. That's the crazy part. We can
mhm.
actually afford it.
That'd be crazy, man.
That would be crazy. But I'm not
Nah.
saying like I want Pete Alonso. I'm just saying like Mets, get your head out your butt.
Hmm.
You still got to pay your own person, and y'all worry about somebody else on another team that's playing for a World Series.
Yeah, man. I mean, I'll tell you what, man. I feel for Met fans right now. No offense, man, and I don't mean
I
to
know,
sound
I know.
like cocky, man,
But what's
because they
crazy?
they
But
they were
what was
man.
crazy did they not have one of our pitchers that actually performed good for us? I mean, for them that didn't perform good for us.
Was
Luis
Luis
Severino
Severino?
actually did pretty good.
I mean, he did all right, man. But I knew his time was coming, man. I know Luis Severino. His time was coming. But hey, man, we're gonna see at the end of the year. We're gonna see if Soto really wants to be a Yankee or not. As long as the Yankees don't go, as long as they don't disrespect the dude, man.
I
You
don't think
can't
they
go over
will.
there with an offer like
Yeah.
they got to see what the market is, and if people are offering him 500 million, then we gotta be like, hey, look, we'll match that, But you
I
can't
mean,
come.
would you pay him 700 million?
No, not 700, man.
Because everybody keeps talking about 700 because of Otani, but then
No.
what's funny is Otani's not really getting paid 700 million. That's deferred money. That's the reason
Yeah.
why he's getting paid the 700 million. But
Hmm.
technically, it's I think somebody said technically if he was actually getting paid normal, it's only 500 some million.
And not even that. It'd be like 300. It depends
Yeah,
on inflation. It all
like
depends on inflation and stuff. But
what's the most you would pay for Soto? And how many years?
I mean, shit, I'm broke, dude. So he getting $20 from me.
I'm saying if you was a GM,
Or if I was
if
the
you was a
GM of the
GM for the
Yankees.
Yankees, yes.
Oh man, I mean, it depends. Look, I'm Yankee. Like we got to be realistic, man. If we get Soto, we're not getting Glaber back. A lot of people's not coming back, and but I give him, man. It depends. I got to see what the market is. I give him probably like 550 million for 10, 12 years. I think that's fair. What you
Ain't
think?
nobody. Everybody's saying 14 years.
14 years, whatever it's got to
Yeah.
be. But once you start getting into the 600s, I don't know, but he might come out and freaking ball out this World
I
Series. And
mean, that counts too. So like if he
Mhm.
balls out and becomes the World Series MVP and
Yeah,
he's the reason why we won the championship, I mean, he can ask whatever he wants. And I'll say this. He's 25, he's about to be 26.
hmm
So it's like at least you're gonna get 10 more years of his prime. At least if he doesn't get hurt. So
yeah.
it's like this is how I feel. Yes, Aaron Judge is getting paid crazy amount of money. Gerrit Cole the same way. But is it not worth it if we win the championship?
I mean, yeah, of course it's worth it, man. Because they're gonna make even right now. Howe is rolling in the dough, bro.
Oh
I'm
yeah.
telling you. And the players too, when cause I don't know if you know about how they split up the postseason shares and everything. So they making extra money, but the owners really make a lot of money. And this World Series, the way them tickets are going for, even though it's in the aftermarket, but even
Well, Hector from Uptown Sports,
mhm,
he was saying like if you just did the base average, say like what Dodger Stadium could hold what like 50 to 60,000 people.
yeah, something
So if
like
you
that.
do if you do 1,500 for each ticket, he said that's 68 million just for tickets for
Yep.
one game. 68 million.
And it's a lot more than that
And
because
so it's
them tickets, like I'm
hmm
telling you, man, this right now this ticket's going for like 40, 50 G's.
then the TV deal with that, and
Mhm.
then you gotta look at the concessions and the merch. Like you're probably making over completely the whole like series, like especially if it goes 7 games, you're probably making over like 400 to 500 million.
Yeah, definitely, man. They good. That's it. They made their money to sign Soto.
That's what I'm
Yes, I don't want to
saying.
hear that, but will they do it? That's a whole nother thing, man. And what a lot of people don't realize too is that the Yankees, yeah, Howe and the Steinbrenner family, they own the majority, so they have control over what everything happens. But there's a group that also owns some of
Yeah.
that. And they have shareholders, like a chair, like a. They have to please those people too, because they want to make money. They're not in it to freaking because they're Yankee fans. They're in it to make money. So you know that dude. I don't know if you ever. I know this is off topic, but um, Valuetainment. What's it called? Patrick Bet Davis. David.
Yeah,
You ever
yeah,
watch
yeah,
that?
yeah. Yeah.
He's a part owner of the Yankee. He owns like a percentage of the New York Yankees. So yeah, they have a
Dang.
group, man. So I'm sure that these people they want to make money. So they're not just signing people like that. It's not all Hal's decision. Yeah, he's the one that makes the decision, but he also has a board that he has to please. You know, these people like shareholders or whatever they call them, dude. So, but yeah, I think he will come back, man. I think he will come back. So, like, I mean, so you saying the Yankees we taking game one? I
Yeah.
agree. I think we taking game one, and we're gonna shock a lot of people and put a lot of pressure on the Dodgers, and uh, and then hopefully Rodon comes, and if we take two, it's a wrap, man. At that point, the Dodgers are in trouble, and we good, man. But anyway, man, I want to thank you for coming on the show, man. I really appreciate it, Chris, man. It's always good to hear your opinion, man. You've been on this Yankees YouTube scene for a long time, dude. Man, since the days with Kev, man.
Yeah,
And,
I try to get Kev to, but Kev doing this wrestling thing, and like I'm trying to
mm,
do my little videos here and there. But if anybody wants to do a stream and ask me to do it, I don't mind doing it. I'm not one of these delusional fans that, oh, let's play MLB the Show and we're gonna trade for this person and sign this person. Like you got to be
yeah.
realistic.
Nah, definitely, man, definitely. But I appreciate it, man, and everybody, make sure you go follow Chris, man. He always putting on good content, man, and I mean, he's been around for a while. I value your opinion, man. A lot of times, man, I disagree, but then you prove me wrong. I'm like, damn, man, he was kind of right about that, man. And you've been around for a minute, man. You're one of the OGs, in my opinion. You know, you're one of the OGs on this, so I appreciate it, man.
Nah, I appreciate you doing the stream. I know it's late, y'all. I mean, we both got kids, so
Yeah, yeah, I must go and get ready for work tomorrow, man.
yeah, me
Uh,
too.
yeah, man, but I appreciate it, man, and hopefully, man, maybe tomorrow after the game we could jump on and we talk some shit, man. All right.
All right, Jason.
All right, man. Take care, man.
All right, y'all.
All right, peace. All right, guys. That's Chris from Chris the Flash. Make sure you subscribe to his channel, man. He's really dope, man. He's really knowledgeable on everything about Yankees and all that stuff. So, but anyway, man, tomorrow, game one, Yankees gonna take it. Hopefully, you let me know who you got in game one. How many innings you think